I'm gonna start this video with a brave, hot take. Eli Roth is a bad director. When you take a look at the guy's filmography, there's maybe at least one decent film, and it's Hostel, isn't it? It's gonna be Hostel. Listen, Hostel isn't a perfect film by any means, but in comparison of what he's made since, there's a massive gap in quality. That being said, I actually did enjoy Thanksgiving when that movie came out. In fairness, haven't seen it since, but I remember it being a fun time. Unfortunately, since then, the guy has been in a pretty big fall from grace. The Borderlands movie that he made being a complete dumpster fire, and now very recently his newest movie, Ice Cream Man, which apparently isn't a remake of the movie from the 90s starring Clint Howard. Eli Roth's version is getting a lot of shit recently, and for very good reason for what I'm seeing. So much so, in fact, that I refuse to watch the movie. So, sorry if you're watching this on YouTube for most likely a misleading title, but this video is going to be anything but a review of Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man. Think of it as more of an anti-review, if you will, as I'm going to do everything in my power to convince you beautiful people watching not to go see this movie. And with saying that, I wouldn't really deter people from seeing a movie, but this is a very rare occasion where I think it really needs to be stated how much you should avoid this movie at all costs. This video might be a little all over the place, so I apologize for that, but it can't be any more messy than this apparent pile of shit movie. One of the biggest issues with the movie is the fact that Eli Roth himself has come out to say that there is generative AI used in his movie, and suddenly any crumb of credibility that the guy may have had is completely gone. He is washed. He is more of a hack than he ever has been. This stems from an interview where Eli Roth openly admitted to lying about some animated sequences which he initially said was done traditionally, quote unquote. Then suddenly he backtracked and said they were done with AI. His exact quote was, "I misspoke. AI was used in a very small portion of the movie. It was an opportunity where creativity and technology came together to bring my film to life." So what Eli Roth is saying here actually translates to, I've lost every shred of talent in my body, and along with that, I have a very tiny micro penis. His statement, especially about creativity clashing with AI, is complete bullshit. If you need AI to assist in your work in any way possible, you are completely untalented, and the fact that Eli Roth is openly admitting this is genuinely embarrassing. I will always be anti-AI for as long as I live. While I'm a film reviewer, I am also a filmmaker too. So the concept of AI touching film in any way genuinely disgusts me. If hearing this isn't more of a reason not to check it out, I don't know what is. One article that was odd to me was seeing Eli Roth partner with this indie horror company pretty much due to the fact that when it came to making the Borderlands movie, the studio themselves knew it was a piece of shit from the get-go. It was apparently cut to shit, and Roth's vision completely just isn't there anymore. If you've seen that movie, I'm pretty sure you know as well as I do that there was most likely no saving that movie at all. So with Ice Cream Man, it's essentially a completely uncut, unrated movie, and from the looks of the trailer, yeah, it sure seems that way. It's just over-the-top violence for the sake of it, with absolutely no plot or themes that are actually trying to, say anything important. Sounds like a complete waste of time, honestly. Since I've no desire to check this movie out, I've had no problem with receiving spoilers for this, so if by any reason you actually care about spoilers for this dog shit, click away now, I suppose. Some of the things that are featured in this movie is as edgy as you could possibly imagine. One really disgusting thing that's in this movie is the fact that what looks like to be for the sake of comedy is that there is a moment in the movie that essentially makes fun of child eating disorders, which is sick. The fact that you can make a joke like that is baffling to me. One of the characters in the movie is a black child who apparently throughout the movie is wearing a shirt with the word problem on it. If you can't see the issue with that, especially with the ways things are in America right now, I don't know what to tell you. You may think I'm stretching here, but to me, costume designs is such an important factor in film. It's just as important as cinematography, lighting, acting, editing. A character's costumes can tell you pretty much everything about that character before a word leaves their mouth. So to have a character where something like that is in this is crazy to me. Still not convinced you shouldn't see this movie? Okay, we'll have a little look at what Eli Roth had to say about Greta Thunberg. He said, and I quote, "She needs to be eaten by cannibals." This was in response to Thunberg doing the heinous act of being kidnapped by the IDF. He called the Red Cross a joke for reprimanding Israel for taking photos of the release of Hamas prisoners from Israeli prisons, which makes them hypocritical since in Gaza at this time they had yet to condemn Hamas's spectacle and participated in a staged hostage photo shoot. There's been multiple occasions during this genocide where Eli Roth is mistaking anti-Zionism to be anti-Semitic. Whether he's doing this as pure propaganda to his fans, it's either that or he is just a complete brainlet. Eli Roth is a misogynist. He had this to say in regards to hiring stand-ins for films. This is verbatim, by the way. Hire really attractive stand-ins. Crew members are horny. They get frustrated and it's not the 80s anymore, and there are sexual harassment laws that prevent them from hitting on every girl at work. But movie sets are still kind of fair game. A place where people can openly flirt, but crew members often won't hook up because they work with each other again and again. So that's where stand-ins come in. This is a real quote from a real director, by the way. Just absolute scumbag behavior. I think with all of this in mind, it's safe to say that Ice Cream Man will be a complete waste of your time, and you should not be giving your money to such a vile piece of shit like Eli Roth. Considering he's a big fuck-off Zionist, you could use your money to donate to Gaza, while it isn't being talked about as much in the news anymore, considering they're killing journalists that report on the genocide any chance that they get. It's still happening, and your support could definitely make a difference to those people. If I were to rate a movie like Ice Cream Man, a movie I have not seen, and I will most likely never see, I would definitely give it a half star. Any movie that has generative AI in it is a no for me, that's for sure. This is probably the most spiritually Israeli movie ever made, in my opinion. I'm sure this video will ruffle some feathers. Some people may say,
"Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Some people might say I'm overreacting. It's just a stupid horror movie. And to that I say, all movies, especially horror movies, have and will always be political, no matter what way you spin it. And if you make a horror that's its sole purpose is just to waste people's time and to be shocking for the sake of it with zero commentary, newsflash, you are a terrible filmmaker, which is exactly what Eli Roth is. It's just an overall piece of shit, man. Fucking hell. Do not see this movie. Kick your morbid curiosity out the door. You'll be doing yourself a favor.